welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Alex and I'm a wife and mother of 3, and I'm on this journey called life just like everybody else, trying to figure things out. And today, you guys, I am coming back with another what is for dinner. So the first meal for the week that I am making is I'm going to make easy Mongolian ground beef. So this is a pretty simple recipe. I've never actually tried it with the ground beef, but we're using what we had, and we have ground beef in the freezer. So I looked up how to make Mongolian beef with ground beef because I've seen people have it, and the recipe is pretty simple. So what we're gonna need today is we are going to need one, it's after work, we're gonna need our good old coffee, okay? And then a second, you will need some rice. So I will be using just my jasmine rice. I will also need some soy sauce, some garlic, minced garlic, some cornstarch. I need green onion. I got a whole ginger, and then I'm also gonna mix just some ground ginger as well. Need some black pepper, need some red pepper flakes, salt for taste, and then some brown sugar. So I'm gonna make it over rice, and then I'm actually gonna add broccoli to the side as well, or they can mix it up. It just all depends what they want. I have 2 pounds of ground beef, so I am doubling this recipe because my family can eat. So yes, you guys, this meal is pretty inexpensive. Almost everything that I had already on hand, except for I needed some green onions and I needed some whole ginger. So everything else I had on hand. Let's get in this kitchen, you guys. All right, guys, so first things first, I just have a pan here on the stove. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my heat to medium high, and we are going to brown up our ground beef. So I have 2 things of ground beef. I'm gonna go ahead and just put them in here, and then we will go ahead and start measuring out the things that need to be in there. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, guys, so while the ground beef is starting to brown, I'm gonna go ahead and put rice on. We all know how to make rice, so I'm gonna go ahead and start my jasmine rice. That way it has time to cook while I'm doing the ground beef and mixing all of the ingredients. All right, guys, so this is the soy sauce and brown sugar, and I'm just stirring, and then I'm going to pour into the ground beef. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna season with salt and pepper. Soy sauce is already salty, so I'm not using a lot. We're gonna also season with some red pepper flakes. Some black pepper. And then this is the cornstarch mixture that it calls for. Remind you, I doubled my recipe. And we're just gonna stir and turn the heat back to medium. Let this cook for about 3 to 5 minutes, just kind of simmering, getting in its flavors, and then we can top with some green onion. And that is it for the ground Mongolian beef, and I am just working on making the rice now. Guys, so this is my ground beef, Mongolian ground beef over rice, and I did some broccoli on the side. So this is dinner today. Hey guys, all right, today I'm making a very quick and easy dinner. We're gonna have chicken wings, some chicken nuggets, because the chicken wings may not be enough because we have company, so I just wanna make sure that they're good and fed. So I already washed my chicken wings, they're in here. I'm gonna go ahead and season them, and then we're gonna just make them with some french fries. It's a lot of noise going on in the background, so I'm probably gonna do a voiceover because I have the robot going, I have guests, kids playing, everything like that. So let me go ahead and season up my chicken wings, and I will show you guys what it looks like when I'm air frying it. I'm using my Ninja Dual today, and not my other air fryer, but we're gonna get the job done, and dinner will be ready very soon. Dinner, some chicken wings I did with Caribbean jerk seasoning, french fries, and a little ranch dressing. Hey guys, so for today's dinner, we are having meatloaf, you guys. I know it's been a minute, and I know I did not show you the full process of how to make the meatloaf, but for my meatloaf, the recipe is pretty basic and simple. I've been making it for so long that I don't even need to follow a recipe anymore. I use breadcrumbs, Worcestershire sauce, ketchup, mustard, egg, breadcrumbs, milk, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. I like Montreal steak seasoning for some reason, just a little bit. It adds like a flavor to it. And I want to say that's about it. I'm going to show you guys because I already put it in the oven. I got home a little bit later. I had a meeting at work. So I'm going to show you the meatloaf in the oven. I cook it for about an hour in the oven. And then I just put on some potatoes with a little bit of salt to boil. And then we'll have it with some vegetables. So let me show you guys real quick. All right, so this is the meatloaf, you guys. And then this is the potatoes with a little bit of salt boiling, and I'll make mashed potatoes with vegetables. All right, guys, so this is the sauce that I'm gonna glaze over the meatloaf. It's equal parts ketchup, mustard, and brown sugar. I've tried different glazes, and this is by far my favorite. If you're not a sweet meatloaf type person, then I would not use this. Maybe use like a Worcestershire or a gravy of some sort, but this is my favorite that I have tried. So our glaze looks something like this. I'm about to pour it over my meatloaf and let it cook for the last 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna mash my mashed potatoes and dinner will be ready. This is dinner. It is meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and broccoli.